This is a clash of giants, a primeval conflict waged 1,000 meters below the surface, far from the sun's reach. For millennia, this has been the ocean's greatest secret, a war fought in absolute silence and darkness, witnessed by no one. Until now, the deep sea is an alien world. As we descend, the familiar blue of the ocean surrenders to an eternal twilight, then to an impenetrable black. The pressure here is immense, a bone-crushing force that increases with every meter. At 1,000 meters deep, the weight of the water above is equivalent to 100 atmospheres, enough to implode a military submarine. It is cold, with temperatures hovering just above freezing. The only light comes from the ghostly bioluminescence of strange creatures drifting through the dark. The only sound is the distant, haunting creak of your vessel's hull, protesting the immense squeeze. Here, in this hostile void, survival requires extraordinary adaptations. This is not just an environment. It is a crucible where life is forged in the extremes of pressure and cold, a realm where monsters are not myth, but a reality of evolution. For more journeys into the planet's most hidden realms, subscribe to Hidden Wild and ring the notification bell. Our next expedition awaits. One of the titans is the sperm whale, the largest toothed predator on Earth, weighing up to 45 tons and stretching nearly 20 meters long. This is a creature of immense power. Yet in the total blackness of the abyss, its size is not its greatest weapon. The sperm whale navigates and hunts using the most powerful sonar in the animal kingdom, echolocation. It emits a series of powerful clicks from its massive head, sounds that travel through the water and bounce off objects in its path. These echoes return to the whale, painting a detailed, three-dimensional acoustic map of the unseen world around it. Each click is a flash of invisible lightning, illuminating the dark, revealing the shape, size, and distance of its prey. As it closes in, the clicks accelerate, becoming a terrifying buzz that allows the whale to track its target with pinpoint precision. It is a master of the dark, a 30-ton hunter guided entirely by sound. Its adversary is a creature of nightmare and legend, the giant squid, Architeuthis dux. For centuries it was dismissed as a sailor's fable, a monster from the deep. But it is very real. Reaching lengths of up to 13 meters, it is one of the largest invertebrates on the planet. Its most striking features are its eyes, the largest in the animal kingdom, each as big as a dinner plate. These massive organs are specifically adapted to capture the faintest glimmers of bioluminescent light in the abyss, allowing the squid to detect the subtle movements of predators and prey. Its 8 arms and 2 longer feeding tentacles are lined with hundreds of suckers, each rimmed with sharp, chitinous teeth that provide a non-slip grip. The 2 feeding tentacles can shoot out with explosive speed, armed with club-like ends covered in swiveling, hooked suckers to harpoon its target. At the center of this writhing mass of tentacles is a beak, as sharp and hard as a parrot's, capable of shearing through flesh and bone. This is the phantom of the abyss, a silent, intelligent hunter built for ambush. How do these 2 colossal predators meet in the vast, featureless expanse of the deep ocean? It is a collision of senses, a convergence of 2 entirely different ways of perceiving the world. The sperm whale sends out its powerful sonar clicks, methodically scanning the water column below. Its acoustic pulses travel for kilometers, searching for the telltale echo of a large, soft-bodied animal. It drifts silently, tasting the water with chemoreceptors on its skin, sensing the faint pressure waves and chemical trails left by passing creatures. When the whale's relentless clicks finally lock onto the squid's form, a signal is returned. The squid, in turn, may detect the pressure changes from the approaching leviathan. Their paths, once parallel lines in the void, now converge. The hunt has begun. The first contact is a moment of pure primal violence. For the squid, the approaching whale is first a series of faint clicks, then a rapidly intensifying wall of sound. The clicks become a high-frequency buzz, a sign that the whale is making its final attack run. The squid's response is explosive. In a flash of defensive bioluminescence, it can erupt in a blinding pulse of blue or green light, attempting to disorient its attacker. Then, the physical confrontation begins. The squid's tentacles flare, a web of muscle and hooks thrown up to meet the charge. The whale's massive head plows through the water, its sonar locked on. The initial impact is jarring, a silent explosion in the dark. Suckers, each with its ring of hooks, lock onto the whale's skin. The squid's arms wrap around the whale's head and jaw, a desperate, constricting embrace. A slight tremor might shake an observing ROV's camera as the battle commences, signaling the raw power being unleashed. The clash is a chaotic, swirling vortex of violence. The giant squid, though outmatched in size and weight, is a formidable opponent. It strikes for the whale's most vulnerable points, the eyes, the blowhole, and the sensitive corners of the jaw, trying to inflict enough pain to force the predator to retreat. The whale counters with its immense bulk and power. It performs violent body rolls, attempting to dislodge the squid and scrape it off against its own body. It beats its massive tail flukes, creating powerful vortices that can stun and disorient the squid. The whale's ultimate weapon is its narrow, powerful jaw. It attempts to maneuver the squid towards its mouth, aiming to create a powerful vacuum to suck the struggling cephalopod in. The fight is a brutal, close-quarters ballet of thrashing bodies and flailing tentacles, shrouded in a turbulent cloud of silt and ink. For the whale, the scars from this battle will be lifelong trophies, circular rings etched into its skin from the squid's powerful suckers, a permanent record of its wars in the deep. Why does this titanic struggle happen? For the sperm whale, the answer is fuel. Its enormous body and disproportionately large brain, the biggest on the planet, require a massive amount of energy. Giant and colossal squid are high-calorie, protein-rich meals, providing the necessary sustenance for the whale's deep-diving, energy-intensive lifestyle. The whale will dive for over an hour to hunt in the abyss, and a successful hunt makes that energy expenditure worthwhile. For the giant squid, the battle is purely about survival. It is not the aggressor, it is the defender. Its struggle is a desperate fight for its life, a genetic imperative to escape and live to reproduce, passing its genes into the next generation. This is the fundamental drama of the food web, a predator-prey relationship played out on a gargantuan scale in the most extreme environment on Earth. For all its ferocity, this battle has almost never been witnessed directly by humans. Our knowledge is built on haunting, second-hand evidence. We see the aftermath, not the event itself. We find sperm whales with their heads and faces covered in a tapestry of circular scars, the unmistakable imprints of giant squid suckers. These scars tell the story of countless battles fought over a lifetime. Inside the stomachs of deceased whales, scientists have found the indigestible, parrot-like beaks of giant squid, sometimes in the hundreds, providing a direct record of the whale's diet. On rare, astonishing occasions, pieces of evidence have surfaced, like the massive tentacle found by fishermen, a fragment of a giant lost in a struggle far below. Our most advanced ROVs have only ever caught fleeting, ghostly glimpses, a flash of a tentacle, a colossal shape disappearing into the gloom. The battle itself remains shrouded in mystery, a secret the deep ocean guards jealously. If you were ever fortunate enough to be in a submersible and witness such an encounter, the protocol is one of absolute respect. You must keep your distance. The giants of the deep are not performers in an aquarium. They are wild animals in a life-or-death struggle. Your lights should be dimmed or turned off completely. Every bright flash from a strobe or an ROV lamp can cause stress, potentially blinding an animal whose eyes are adapted for near-total darkness. The sounds from your vessel can disrupt the whale's echolocation, the very sense it relies on to navigate and fight. Remember, you are an intruder in their world. Every click from the whale is a word in a language you cannot understand. To observe is a privilege, but to interfere is a transgression. So who wins this epic battle? The question itself misunderstands the nature of the wild. In nature, there are no victors in the human sense, only survivors. Victory is simply living another day. Most often, the sperm whale, with its overwhelming size and power, is successful. The squid is consumed, its energy fueling the whale's journey back to the surface for air. But sometimes the squid may inflict enough damage to the whale's eyes or jaw that the predator gives up the hunt. The squid, perhaps maimed but alive, escapes back into the black, its survival ensuring the continuation of its species. After the conflict, the combatants part. The whale rises from the depths, a colossal shadow, ascending toward the world of light. The squid vanishes back into the abyss from which it came. The water settles, the silt cloud dissipates, and the deep ocean, as it always does, closes over everything, leaving no trace of the titanic struggle that just occurred. Do you crave the unseen? Are you drawn to the mysteries hidden in the planet's darkest corners? Subscribe to Hidden Wild and ring the bell for notifications. You won't want to miss our next expedition, Unseen Monsters of the Mariana Trench, caught on camera.